Happening today, Sean Diddy Combs will try for a third time to get out of jail. The music mogul has been behind bars since his arrest back in September for multiple charges, including sex trafficking. This bail hearing comes after a judge told prosecutors to destroy handwritten notes found inside Diddy's cell during a planned sweep of that jail. The defense says the 19-page to-do list contained private notes taken during legal conversations. This won't impact today's hearing, but Diddy's defense team believes this could upend the government's case against the star. For more insights, I'm now joined by criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Josh Ritter, host of the Courtroom Confidential podcast. Josh, thanks for being on with me, as always.
Absolutely.
So we're watching this all morning long, all day. He's again putting up $50 million for a third go at this, Josh. I mean, less than a week ago, prosecutors accused him of allegedly using his family to reach out to potential victims and witnesses. So what's the chance he actually gets out on bail today?
The biggest concern that the judge has is about the safety to the community, the safety to these potential witnesses, and whether or not he's a flight risk. And in a now third hearing, a judge is going to try to see if there has been any changed circumstances. In other words, this has been decided twice before. Is there something different now? Has something taken place that should make anybody reconsider this? And I think the answer to that is really no. If anything, we know that a grand jury has been convened. There may be a superseding indictment coming down the line. But as you pointed out, in contrast to that, from his defense team, he's offering a tremendous bond, $50 million, plus other bells and whistles, being essentially 24-hour surveillance. So they're trying to address all of the judge's concerns. I just don't see any changed circumstances that would assuage the judge's concerns with the safety of witnesses and a flight risk.
What about this now infamous to-do list, Josh? Because these 19 pages were given to prosecutors, and this notepad had the word legal written on it, which his lawyers say protected him with attorney-client privilege. Now, I will say the judge is questioning when that word legal was actually written on the notepad. But do you see that getting the case dismissed, or even the prosecution team recused altogether?
I think the chances of that are slim. It really is going to come down to a question of whether or not the judge feels that this problem can be cured. And it is a problem. If they confiscated items that are privileged, in other words, communications and work product between him and his attorneys, the prosecution has no business seeing that. They have no business having that in their possession, But the question becomes, was that something that this current prosecution team has actually seen and has therefore, quote unquote, tainted their ability to prosecute this case fairly? Usually what happens is they have a team come in for that specific purpose to determine whether or not any of the materials that are going to be seized are somehow privileged. It looks like that may have happened here. That's at least what the prosecution is saying. And there may have been some sort of protective wall between that team and the actual prosecution team, but I think that's what the judge is going to try to determine this morning.
One more question before I let you go. I know that Diddy and his lawyers are also fighting for him to not show up in shackles today for this hearing, saying that that leads to jury bias. Do they have a point with that?
I think so. And it's not really a large ask from the judge to say, you know, while we make these appearances, would it be so much to not have him handcuffed in court? It really comes down to a question, though, of security. As long as he has, you know, from the officers in court who are handling security, if they're fine with it, I don't see the judge having a problem with it. And if that addresses some concern in the defense mind about public perception, then why not?
Josh Ritter, I got to end it there, but we're watching this all day long. Thank you so much for hopping on with me, per usual.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Have a great weekend. See you next week. Okay.